good? Here we go, Paul. We'll go live.
Okay.
Yeah. We good?
Okay, we're in.
Kia ora, talofa lava, malo e lele, pula na vaka, and kia orana. Welcome here to the Jewel of the Pacific, Wainui Mata today here at William Jones Park, 2:30 p.m, kicking off any second. We've got the New Zealand Parliamentary Services team facing the Centurions 15, which is a star-stuck status side with some former All Blacks, Samoan and Tongan and England internationals, provincial and grassroots players. I'm Magic from Pick Up the Pace podcast, and today I've got Labour MP from Whangatai, Paul Eagle. Kia ora, Paul.
Kia ora. It's great to be here in Wainui Mata. It's the home of the Green and Blacks. It's going to be a hard game on a hard ground and a good game.
Good game. So it's a very special day here today. 25 years ago in 1995, we had the first inaugural game of the New Zealand Parliamentary Services. How special is it, 25 years later, to be here again at William Jones Park, Wainui Mata?
Really special, and many people won't know that in 1995, the late Nelson Mandela, President of South Africa, decided to establish a World Cup for parliamentarians. New Zealand won that tournament, and they won it again in 2011 and 19 as well. In fact, 2007, I forgot about that year, and so extra special to be back. I think there might be one player in the parliamentarian side who's back here all those years later.
And who would that be?
Damien O'Connor, MP for West Coast Tasman. I was with Damien on Thursday talking about trees, forests and biodiversity credits, but today we're playing rugby.
And tell me, Paul, why haven't you laced up the boots today to be out there at William Jones Park and running amok?
Well, the people of Rongotai want me fit and proper for tomorrow's door knocking. I'd love to come out there for a run. Not this time, next time.
And as you mentioned, we've got Damien O'Connor, we've got Mark Mitchell, Alfredo playing out there today for the Parliamentary Services team, and for the Centurions, we've got some heavy hitters. We've got Rodney So'ia-Alo, 62 caps for the All Blacks, 101 games for the Hurricanes, and co-captaining with him is also Norm Hewitt, 23 caps for the All Blacks. It's going to be one fantastic game here today.
Excellent. Let's get ready.
And now we're just going to chuck it over to our commentators, Anadu Royal.
Matariki a hunga nui, matariki tā puapua matariki hunga nui ngā kai a matariki nāna I ao ake kirunga. E ngā haue whā tēnā koutou e te iwi. The Māori New Year is marked by the rise of Matariki, the Pleiades Star Cluster. This happened last week. It is a time for everyone to reflect on the past and plan for the future. It is a time that brings us all together as we now, the Wainui Mata High School boys, haka. What an outstanding haka by the Wainui Mata High School. It is appropriate that we gather here today at William Jones Park in Wainui Mata, the same place where the Parliamentary Rugby team played their first match 25 years ago. Political allegiances have been put to the side as politicians from different parties play together on the one team in election year against a star-studded Centurions 15 featuring Dr. Ashley Bloomfield, who has successfully led our COVID-19 response. Some may say if it wasn't for him, we may not be enjoying this game together today. Ko anaru tūnoho rao tōku ingoa no raukawa ki whare pūhunga, no Ngāti Raukawa te au ki te tonga. I am from the Pick Up the Pace podcast, and our broadcast is brought to you today by Āti Awa Toa FM, and joining me in commentary is my podcast mate, Magic.
Kia ora Anaru, and what a day it is here today. We've got some legends in fine form. I've just seen them warming up. I've got the Ken Laban, the richest water boy in the world, walking towards me now, and I can see Josh Briggs, Huck City Councillor, Campbell Barry the Mayor, he's here as well. Richard Watts on the sideline.
We'll just quickly run through the squads. The Centurions side, starting off up front, Norm Hewitt, the captain, Luke Marnie, Ace Tiete, Lua Lokotui, Jason Eason, the locks, Ashley Bloomfield playing at number 7, Thomas Wardrum at number 6, Rodney So'oialo, the co-captain at 8, Earl Va'a at 9, Stephen Bishop at 10, Paul Fatuira, Whaatonu Philly in the midfield, JP Toka, Campbell Berry, the Mayor of Lower Hutt, and Thomas Nash, Regional Councillor at the back. And for the Parliamentary 15, we've got Barry Manning, Steve Dryberg, Mark Mitchell, the captain. As the kick-off, we're all underway here at William Jones Park. And there looks like there may have been a slight knock-on.
Little knock-on earlier in the game there. A little bit of nerves, I'm thinking. We've got the Centurion team packing down. It looks like it's a Parliamentary team scrum there, Anadu.
So just going through the rest of the Parliamentary Rugby team, Damien O'Connor, the co-captain, Lockie Lockington, Jed O'Connor at the back, brother of Damien, Officer Tanu'u, former All Black. It's actually Michael Woodhouse feeding the scrum now. Golden Oldies rules. Officer Tanu'u at number 10. Now on the inside, Kato looks like Penny Henare, the MP for Tamaki Makaurau. A good opportunity, a good start here for the Parliamentary 15. It's Woodhouse, the National Party MP at the back of that ruck. Now to the co-captain Mark Mitchell, the MP for Rodney. Now it's there for Woodhouse. Parliamentary Rugby team. Referee blows his whistle. And just
not too sure what's happened there. Could be an obstruction. Referee's talking to both of the teams.
Officer Tanu'u, former All Black. He played his first match for the Parliamentary Rugby team in 1996.
He's also international for the All Blacks of Manu Samoa. It's a penalty.
He played for the Parliamentary side as a warm-up for the All Blacks' historic series win against South Africa in 1996, and that was back before all the old rules.
We've got a line out here in the 22 of the Centurions half. Parliamentary team to throw the ball.
And a good gather there. A slight knock on, though, by the Parliamentary Rugby side. Of course, there's no jumping in the lineouts.
Opportunity going to miss there for the Centurions. It looks like they're coming back.
So just a reminder, we're playing Golden Oldies scrums. No pushing in the scrums. So a huge opportunity here for the Parliamentary Rugby side. Woodhouse now to Tonu'u. It's a wayward pass by Woodhouse and a long ball there. And it's forward by the looks of things. Yes, forward pass. So a scrappy start to begin with, Magic.
Scrappy start to begin with. Well, just got to settle down a little bit. It's a high-tempo game. We know we've got a lot of former All Blacks, like we said, and Manu Samoa players out there, and also some great players in the Parliamentary team. As you just mentioned, Officer Tonu'u is out there as well. We've got Damien O'Connor, Mark Mitchell of the like. So once this game settles down, they find their rhythm. Next to me, I've got Paul Eagle. How's it looking so far, Paul?
Oh, look, it's a tight game, and what you're seeing is some of the oldies puffing a bit, but getting into it.
Now we're back with the Centurions, and a good little run here. There's a break and a stumble by Thomas Nash, the Regional Councillor for Wellington. He's won a Nobel Prize award, Thomas Nash. Now they spread it out wide. They can only run 15 metres before they pass it. That's another rule.
How do you count 15 metres, though?
So Luke Marnie with the knock-on from the Centurions. Norm Hewitt packing up in the front row.
Norm Hewitt, 23 caps for the All Blacks, co-captaincy today along with Rodney So'oialo, 62 caps and over 101 games for the Hurricanes.
Now Michael Woodhouse at the back of the scrum, back to Tanu'u. Back on the inside is Jack Tarrant, former Japan Brave Blossoms player. Keeping it tight now with the forwards, the Parliamentary Rugby team. Taking it off the back of the ruck there is Barry Manning. Woodhouse, Officer Tanu'u goes the other way. Now it's with Tarrant. Looking for support, Tarrant can't find it. Beautiful day here at William Jones Park. It's been stolen. And the assistant referee has his flag up, foot in touch.
Is that the Mayor of Lower Hutt, Campbell Barry, that I can see out there, number 14? Or am I just going blind?
Yep, Jason Eason there, as you can see. locking the scrum, and he goes up and he steals a line out. Beautiful steal by the former All Black lock. Now the Centurions, a wayward pass over the head of Thomas Nash. Now they spread it wide. It's going out towards Campbell Barry's wing. Again, they're keeping it in the backs. A bit of whip here for the Centurions, and freeing it out wide to JP Toka. JP Toka, the referee, has said he's run too far.
15 metres, remember, Golden Oldies rule, 15 metres past the ball. I was saying before, how do you know when it's 15 metres? Well, when the ref blows his whistle, you'll know about it.
JP Toka, what a beautiful run that was, but unfortunately, he ran 15 metres. He's got to pass it.
I think they should have all whistles. As soon as they run 15 metres, blow the whistle and pass.
So we've got a good view of this star-studded Centurions front row here. Forward pack, I should say. Rodney So'oyalo, number 8.
Thomas Waldron packing in number 3, prop.
And the Dr. Ashley Bloomfield right in front of us here. What a beautiful stance there by Ashley Bloomfield. Officer Tunu'u now into the midfield. A nice little dummy. The Parliamentary 15. Woodhouse, Tunu'u, has been in the thick of things. Now with Dryberg. Short ball into Manning. And a good run here. Slowly progressing up the field are the Parliamentary 15. Bradshaw. It's good that they're good to see they're spreading it wide early. So Woodhouse has taken it there. Oh, here he is.
Getting some nice cohesion now in the game. It looks like they've warmed up in the first 5 to 7 minutes.
Big crowd here at William Jones Park, and one offside play there. Woodhouse plays on. Just looking for the gap. Parliamentary rugby team. Patience is the key. Now the long ball. Tamati Allison, the former All Black. And Mighty All Blacks, and what a tackle.
Oh, he gets thrown over the side there, Tamati Allison.
Was that Ashley Bloomfield?
No, wasn't Ashley. I'm not too sure who it was. Oh, quick throwing. No. The refs called it back, line out scrum. Tamati Allison, former All Black, New Zealand Māori All Black. He's played for the under-21s, the under-19s. He's played for them all, the representative sides, and also played for the Rico Black Rams in Japan as well.
They go to the back of the line out, no jumping, of course. And it's popped up nicely for Steve Bishop, another former All Black and former Manu Samoa player playing at number 10. Oh, nice little run by JP Toka. But he's a slight knock on by the Parliamentary team there.
So we're just down here on the halfway mark. It's the Centurions feed to the scrum again. And just remember, Golden Oldies rules, no pushing in the scrums. And I think that's probably a wise decision today, Arnadu.
It looks like Thomas Wardrum is in the front row.
Yeah, he's packing down at prop and Lucy.
The former All Black, the former England number 8, sorry, and New Zealand Māori All Black.
Hopefully we get to see a bit of a choo-choo from Thomas the Tank.
He's from Wainuiomata, played his club rugby for Avalon. Now the Centurions. Good run in centre field here. Looking for support, a knock on. As Paul Eagle, MP for Rongotai, joins us in the commentary. Paul, a good start to this match?
A good fiery start and lots of scrums, so those heavy boys will be feeling it, huffing and puffing. But I also suspect the MP for West Coast Tasman, the MP for Ohario, Greg O'Connor, cousin is in there too. They'll be feeling it.
Michael Woodhouse gives it to Penny Henare.
He's had a good game, couple of big runs.
Now it's coming to the right-hand side. It's Tunu'u. Tunu'u fills in at halfback. Michael Woodhouse is drawing up a bit of a play here.
Oh, there we go. Good.
He's coming in now. Tight to his colleague, Mark Mitchell.
Oh, nice. Yep. Mitch straight in there. And Woodhouse clearing again.
Just doing the basics right here at the moment, the Parliamentary team.
Yep, keeping it tight. people are feeling it, so that's okay. Nothing silly. And not making a whole lot of ground, but they've spun it wide.
And a break here, sideways movement. Just looking for that gap. Now it's with Jed O'Connor. Nice little pass.
Oh.
A loose ball.
And Pini Hina there comes off. Well, he's had a really good start, really good game.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of changes, and the Centurions spot the opportunity. As our other co-commentator has just arrived from the city, Alice Soper. So the Centurions now going blind. Nice little offload. Now it's with Nash yet again. Thomas Nash, the regional councillor. He's had a good game.
And
Paul Fatuita, the former
going up
Kiwi.
to the backs. Oh, that's good.
Now it's Jason Eaton. He's shaping to kick there for a moment. A beautiful offload on the inside. Mani gives it out to Fatuita. Fatuita now to So'oialo. Thomas Wardrum. There's numbers out to the right. And there's a forward pass by the looks of it. So joining us in commentary is Wellington Pride player, Wainuiomata Centurion, and a former Labour Party staffer, Alice Soper.
Kia ora, I don't know, awesome to be here. Sorry about getting here late. You can blame Paul Eagle for that because I was coming from his electorate all the way from MSP. We were playing over at Evans Bay. Traffic was a shocker. So I'm not showered. I'm only good from the waist up. So don't take any wide shots.
Okay, so let's get Wellington moving. Bit of traffic issues. As the Parliamentary Rugby team have a scrum and a kick. A casual run by fullback Thomas Nash. Bringing gaps the ball nicely in the end. Centurions. Big dummy. Oh, the Parliamentary team have come up with it. Looks like Suzanne Yee is on.
Directing as usual from the back. She would probably have played a game this morning for Hutt Old Boys Marist, so she's an excellent one to be picking up the pace again. No rest needed for KK. She is unreal.
And she's pretty nippy there, getting to the rucks. An intercept! Is that Campbell Barry? He did well to keep it alive. The Parliamentary team pick up the ball.
Lucky not to have a knock-on called there. That was some pretty fast and loose rugby if you ask me.
Yee now. A big dummy. He does well to hold on to the ball. Coming into centre field. The Parliamentary team pops up behind. Now it's there, a big run, a big hit by Luke Marnie, the hooker for the Centurions. Yeah, unfortunate mistake there as Billy Wepu sensed the opportunity.
Sometimes it's those ones where you have too long to catch the ball. You got too long to think about it, it's easier to put it down on the ground. But like I say, KK, Karate Kid, that's where the nickname comes from. That's Suzanne Yee. She's a player. She has won a final here at this ground in 2016 with the Wainuiomata women's team. Has played some rugby over at Petone, currently based at Hutt. But like I say, Karate Kid is the nickname because she is a New Zealand international there and has picked up a couple of gold medals for us. So how good is that?
It's the Centurions now. On the inside ball, a bit of a move here. Paul Fatuita, two-time NRL Premiership winner. The Tigers and the Panthers. Nash, Eaton. Floater. He's lucky to hold on to that. Now it's So'oialo. Thomas Wardrum. He's playing in the front row. Coming slowly now. Wardrum with a long ball. Good defence. Forcing the mistake.
we're seeing hands on knees. It seems early to be breathing in the big ones, but hey, I guess that's when we've come out retirement to be putting it on the field. That's what you're going to get.
Looks like Wayne Barton's playing there, number 24 in the front row, the former Wainumata League player.
Sold me my house, Wayne did.
He sold me my house as well. Great real estate agent. There we go. So Suzanne Yee feeds the scrum.
That's a rugby league looking scrum if you ask me.
Inside now. Oh, penalty. Centurions.
They're brought back to the mark.
So the Centurion side, it's an invitational team that was set up in 1939. It's membership invitation to those who have made a significant contribution to rugby. And there's some big names playing in this team today. Wayne Barton.
Oh, it's a turnover.
Turnover ball, Billy Wepu, the former Manly player. And Wainumata legend, brother of Piri. Billy again has a go.
Not going to shy away from any contact as our Billy.
Oh, we've got a penalty here. The Parliamentary team.
Not happy with that. Got to get out the ruck, boys.
So this is supposed to be a friendly game, but oh, dearie me, that's gone off the side of his boot. It's gone nowhere near the touchline.
Oh, and it might go dead. Wow. That would not be what he was looking for there.
Oh, and we've got wholesale changes now.
So we got a stoppage in play. What's going on here? Just everybody's decided to do a field march early on. In Wainumata, they are famous for walking the pitch if they're up at half-time. It's not even half-time and everyone's decided to flood the field.
It's a old-fashioned timeout they use in basketball in the NBA.
Yeah. Well, there you go. 15 to oranges, not even that.
Might be an opportunity to maybe get some interviews. Thank you for joining us, everybody.
So on the physio duties today is another one of my teammates. So she was in the car with me. We were driving as fast as we could. That's Soraya Umanga Jensen. Now, if you think the Umanga Jensen boys are any type of handy in Super Rugby, you can thank their sister for that because they grew up watching her play in the centres. She's played in the centres for Otago in the FPC. I would say she's a chance at pulling on the black and yellow this year. We've got a Pride trial tomorrow and she's going to be turning up for that. So Soraya Umanga Jensen looking after the teams today in the physio duties.
Looks like an injury. Just an acknowledgement to the Centurions Rugby Football Club, to President Erin Rush.
A former Blackburn herself, a fantastic player.
And of course, just a reminder of the occasion today, 25th anniversary of the Parliamentary Rugby team. Got a couple of famous Okay, and we've got an interview with Campbell Barry on the sideline. Magic.
At least 10 metres, so it's good. The 15 metre rule, I can just do that and then try flick the ball off. So.
And what are those rumours you play for the Wellington Under-13 representative side?
Oh, I did score my first points down at Alpine Energy Stadium in South Canterbury, down in your hometown actually, Magic.
Keep up the good work. We might give you a new name, the Roadrunner.
So there you have it.
Magic by name and magic on the mic.
The Roadrunner, Campbell Barry, Mayor of Lowell. Okay, looks like the players have had a big rest. Good to go again. And Yogi Rogers is playing at number 9.
So he has no monitor of the commentary.
Another Wainui legend.
A proud Wainui boy.
They can only hear this out there.
So Rogers feeds it now into the midfield. It's with Fatuita.
Busy for them early.
Oh, the intensity's just lifted slightly. So therefore the Centurions. Rodney So'oialo, former All Black captain. Centurions are making their way close to the 22 of the Parliamentary side. It's Rogers. Now it's with number 12.
before getting a call up to the chop job, and weren't we happy to have him there?
Very lucky in the end. And he's a very popular guy. He's having a chat to the Parliamentary Rugby team. So the boys have had a good rest. Mark Mitchell, Damien O'Connor, the co-captains for the Parliamentary Rugby team. I can see Hutt City Councillor Josh Briggs on the sideline for the Centurions as the game restarts. So'oialo.
Someone had unplugged it. She's good now. Yeah, sure.
Centurions keeping it tight. Might be a bit of fatigue, Alice.
Well, hey, it's been a long time since a lot of these players have made it onto the field. Good thing they.
Oh, Eaton! What a beautiful flick pass on the outside.
Where's with him though?
Oh, he's got to pass it, surely. He's gone past the 15 metres. Referee says play on. Now there's some numbers. The Centurions go wide. A nice little flick to Wardrum. Now Campbell Barry gets pushed into touch.
You have to say, some of these 15 metres, it's like when you're playing warm-up touch before you get before your training, and the people are never on the mark. I have to say, some of these 15 metres are the longest 15 metres I've ever seen in my life.
The Mayor of Lower Hutt, he was almost in there. He was away on the sideline. He told me all about his right foot step. Where was it, son?
He can only ever go left.
So we have a very special trophy right next to us. Just as play gets underway, continues here. It's the Parliamentary Rugby World Cup from 1995, which New Zealand won, and it was presented by Nelson Mandela. So hopefully we'll get a shot of that soon. None other than Nelson Mandela, says my South African mate who's sitting right next to me.
Now, it was Nelson that set up the original Parliamentary Rugby because he was the man that had seen what it had done in his own country in terms of bringing people together, and so he wanted to continue that within the Commonwealth nations, bringing people together and playing that parliamentary system, bringing it in for the good of the game, for the good of our communities.
That's right, the first Parliamentary Rugby World Cup in 95. And hopefully we get a good shot here of the cup. She's a big one.
It's a beautiful
and
piece
we've
of
got
history.
all of the teams etched in there as well. 95 New Zealand, 99 New Zealand, 03 Australia, 07 New Zealand, 11 New Zealand, 2015 Australia, and 2019 last year New Zealand taking away the cup, and it's here with us today. It's the Parliamentary Rugby team. Struggling on their own line.
Now, they had intended to run it from the 5, and they were lucky that it was fumbled in the corner because they almost got penalised. That's what happens, you know. You've got to be ballsy to try and run it out for your 5 metres, but you've got to make sure your hands are good.
And another welcome to everybody around the country, around the world who have tuned in for this exhibition game. Parliamentary Rugby team against the Centurions, which is an invitational side organised by Ken Laban, Sky Sport rugby commentator and
unofficial mayor of Wainuiomata.
Just go straight in the air. So a little chip and chase now for Fatui. He regathers beautifully. Rogers, apologies now, Woodhouse. Parliamentary team have an opportunity. Jinking is Tarrant. Bradshaw, nice ball. Looking on the inside, can't find support. Very close to the touchline on the far side. Turnover, Centurions come up with it.
But we lost all about 10 minutes because I'm not monitoring.
Now the Centurions, they spread it wide. Oh, a little juggle.
Uploading to himself.
Now Rogers, it's been on penalty. Centurions, watch the big tap, here we go. Oh, he's looking to pass it. Inside ball by Bishop. Rogers. Now So'oyalo.
Yeah, but it's like this connection.
Rogers. A long ball by Bishop. Oh, it's gone behind the player. It's going backwards here.
Do the 15 minutes count if it's going backwards?
We had to pass it and he did. What's happening here? There's all sorts of problems for the Centurions and the Parliamentary Rugby team come up with it. Suzanne Yee has come back on. Bit of extra spark for the Parliamentary team, they'll need it.
She'll get them organised.
10-0 Centurions lead. In fact, the two conversions went over. There were issues earlier with the scoreboard. 14-0. Parliamentary 15 are up.
He's been held up here. Can he find
Oh, he's
ground?
been carried. Might be carried over the line here, Bradshaw. That's Tarrant is in there, the fullback.
But can they control it to the ground? It looks like it's really wrapped up there.
It's still moving. Oh, we can't see anything there.
The referee says you can play it.
So is that held up over the line, or is it?
Now, I'm not entirely sure because he was pointing at the other team, which might suggest it was carried back. But either way, it should be a attacking scrum for the Parliamentarians. We'll soon see if the hands end up in the ball ends up in Suzanne Yee's hands. Like we say, we're doing our best here, but it's all a bit messy.
It's hard to keep up with all the replacements. But what an occasion.
Just fantastic to see community rugby like this, isn't it? I just love to see people be able to turn out and get out and support the community. Fantastic thing for the Wainuamata Rugby Club as well, to be able to show off the main ground here.
Now the Centurions from their own line. Rogers, or big dummy. I think that's Whaatonu Philly. Norm Hewitt keeping it tight. He once played with a broken arm in the 2000 NPC final against Canterbury, the last time Wellington won an NPC title. He was the captain. Slowly making their way outside of the danger zone. Centurions. What do we got here?
Not releasing in the tackle, so they've been marched back.
Another tap. Whaatonu Philly off to number 5. Keeping it alive here, so go. Campbell Barry, a nice little offload. Luke Marnie's first there to the ruck. On the far side, Wardrum. Now Philly, a nice ball. Oh, they're just thinking about the pass, aren't they? They run.
Run and hit the handbrake before he even
Philly,
gets started.
Rogers,
Oh.
So'oyalo. Oh, nice dummy and an offload. And that's Philly Lavave, who's just come on. Oh, the Parliamentary team, and a big hit by Philly. Now Penny Henare. He's been strong.
With the wind up.
Oh, some big hits there. Lavave. Norm Hewitt's limping off. It's not looking too good for the co-captain of the Centurions. Bradshaw, so tall. He's been pushed backwards by the Centurions. Yee, nice pass.
We're operating rolling subs here, but it looks like Richard Watt.
Richard Watt.
Oh, Watty.
He's a hard man, Richard Watt. Comes out of the Pōneke Rugby Club. He's part of the coaching setup for the Hurricanes in 2016 when they won the title.
Master of the lineouts, and he's going to probably be able to reach and pick up a couple on the ground, because that's another modification, obviously, with the laws of this game. There is no jumping in the lineouts. So useful to have a tall bloke like Waddy jumping on with his long arms to be able to pull those in.
And talking about lineouts, former Tongan captain Inoke Awhiaki's just come off. Good game by him so far. There's a lot of tired boys here on the sideline. Good hands. 14-0 Centurions lead. The long ball. It's opening up here. Very close to the touchline. Referee playing the advantage. Short ball. Tamati Allison. Back for the penalty.
So both Suzanne Yee and her partner on the field today. So their daughter, no doubt, in the ground some here, watching both mum and dad running out for the Parliamentarians. How good is that?
Oh, that's what it's all about. From Wainuiomata as well. No jumping in the lineouts, and the Centurions have stolen it. And they kick it away.
Not finding touch yet.
It might bounce up nicely. And it does. Oh, nice little run. He's been shot. Goes to ground. Probing on the inside, Tarrant. He's been good, Tarrant. Former Japan player. Parliamentary team making their way forward. They've got the penalty.
KK will always be keen to take a quick hit tap, and there she is, right on the spot.
Have a go. Tarrant again. Good ball. Good offloads here. Solid tackle. Yeah. Go blind. And on the outside, very close to the touchline. And a knock on.
Now you've got to start feeling, at this point in the game, I know this isn't supposed to be super competitive, but I can't help myself. You got to start thinking that the Parliamentarians, they're going to want to get over. They want to be the next ones on the board. Otherwise, it's going to be a even harder ask for these tired bodies come the second half.
So shout out to Richie Guy, the coach of the Parliamentary team. He's unwell at the moment, unfortunately. Can't be here today. Centurions from their own line, they lose it. Penny Henare picks up the ball. Now a huge chance for the Parliamentary team. Yee, a nice ball, but unfortunately put down. It's good to see the Parliamentary team. It's made up of politicians and staff.
I have to say, I'm kind of insulted. Where was my invite team? You know, I technically still do a few hours for Parliament every now and then, so you could have called me in. Could have been my third game this weekend, but that's all right. I'll pick up the microphone instead.
So just for those who have joined us late, Ashley Bloomfield scoring the first try. Yee. It's a good little move here by the Parliamentary team. It's coming very slowly. Greg O'Connor in the thick of things. The MP for Haru. Yee. Now, nice little ball. Oh, it's been stolen.
Intercept by Waldron.
Oh, and a nice ball to Jason Eden.
Fantastic to reach up. He looked for the offload, but there was nobody there.
Wardrum Eaton connection from the Hurricanes days. Working a treat today.
See if now you've watched Waldrum, because he does a good thing every time he makes a carry. He always looks for a player to link up with, and then it's a 1-2, 1-2, 1-2. And if you work together like that, you can make massive meters within the rules, of course.
So here we go, Parliamentary team. Yee, I'd love to see Yee have a little run. Here's Allison on the inside. Looking for support, can't find him. It's coming here to the left side. It's Allison. Oh, Allison!
Holds it up and hits the shoulder.
Big gaps opening for the Parliamentary team. Nice run, but it's been stripped away.
Coming back for a penalty, it seems. Playing the advantage there.
So the Parliamentary rugby team have a penalty right in front of the post. Nope, the referee's bringing them back. So a massive turnout here. We've got Campbell Barry next to us. He's looking buggered.
I'm ready for another run. I'm just taking a small break.
Super sub.
So a line out for the Parliamentary 15. They need to get on the board. It's 14-0 to the Centurions. They've got the ball. Here we go. Keep an eye out for Suzanne Yee. I reckon she'll dart from the back of the ruck. The only female playing today in this match.
Not the only one to have pulled on a jersey for the Parliamentarians.
Right. Now it's Tarrant, a good run. Oh, what an offload and what a try!
And the Parliamentarians are on the board for the first time today.
So they hit back, the Parliamentary rugby team. They're on the board, 14-5. And we're going to go sideline with Magic, who's got another player to interview. Go, Magic. Okay, and we're going back down to Magic. He's got the man of the moment, Dr. Ashley Bloomfield. Check, check. Okay, we're got some sound issues
Hear
here.
me
But
testing 1, 2, 3.
here we go.
Kia ora, we've got Ashley Bloomfield here, the Director of General Health. He's led us through COVID-19 and is still leading us through COVID-19. For the viewers and listeners out there that don't know, Ashley played rugby when he was only 4 years old for the Tara Rugby Club. He then played and was educated at Scots College here in Wellington, where he was vice captain and open side flanker. And here today is Ashley Bloomfield. How's the legs holding up today, Ashley?
Oh, not too bad. I've just had that quarter off, so hopefully take the field again for a short spell in the final quarter. Yeah.
Excellent. And I've seen the try that you scored over in the corner when Campbell Barry gave it up to you.
Oh, no, that was a bit of a fluke, really. I just ran the line and the boys popped it up to me. So, yeah, no, that was kind of them, but good team stuff, yeah.
So how did you get the call up to the Centurion side? And then when you did get the call up to the Centurion side, were you surprised that they put you at number 7? Because I read in an article that you really wanted to be Seagull out on the wing. Any truth to that?
Yeah, that's for sure. Ken Laban gave me a call and I said, I'll take 5 minutes on the wing. And then he said, I thought you meant wing forward. So he put me down at number 7. But look, it's been great packing down alongside Norm Hewitt, Rodney Saiolo, Jason Eaton, good blokes, and we're having a good time.
Nice stuff. Enjoy the game. Thank you. Thanks, Ashley. Over to you, Āti.
Yeah, well, Dr. Ashley Bloomfield scored the first try of this match. What a game he's had. He's touched the ball a few times. As we prepare to jump on, the boys prepare to jump on for the second half of this match. The score, 14 points to 5. Centurions are up. Alice, your observations of that first half?
Well, it was a little bit scrappy, but once we started to remember the rules of this game and be running off those shoulders, every time you make a break, you want to be bringing someone with you. You want to, don't we want to be run off running? You never want to do that in rugby anyway, but you definitely don't want to do that in the variations of the game that we play here. So remembering, can't run more than 15 metres, so if you have made that break, put someone on your shoulder, bring them with you. Like we were saying, Thomas Waldron doing a fantastic job of that. We've got Erin Rush in front of me here with the oranges. There's a black fern on the oranges. How good is that?
Okay. We're almost underway, but I tell you what, a couple of the standouts so far. Thomas Nash for the Centurions at fullback. He's run hard and straight. And
You have to say Waldron
Thomas
as well.
Waldron, that's right. He's been in the thick of things.
And Suzanne Ye has been doing a fantastic job organising the Parliamentarians, getting them sorted, getting them to run those lines. I want to see her have a go, though.
Yeah, that's right. She's got the ball now, Suzanne Ye. She has a little dart on. There she is there. Apologies to our viewers. Suzanne Ye still on the field, playing at halfback. She was part of the Parliamentary Rugby team last year at the World Cup. Oh, it's gone to the referee. Well, that was clever. Oh, hang on a minute. What was the penalty there for?
Wasn't
Alice?
happy with that. I believe there were a couple of hands in the right. We got to keep it clean, boys. And our one lady, of course. Doing it for us all, KK. Thank you so much for running out for us. Like I said, not the only woman to have ever played for the Parliamentarians. We have also had Anna Richards jump out on the field there. And of course, Parliament itself does currently have a couple of former Black Ferns in Parliament. Louisa Wall and also Meka Whaitiri. Both have jumped on and played representative rugby. So, you know, where are they? Where was their call up?
And a big hit there by Fafili Levave. Comes out of Northern United. Billy Wepu now, the Wainuiomata boy. His brother Piri is assistant coach at Petone. We've got a big match against Hutt Old Boys Maris for the McBain Shield this afternoon, so he can't be here. It's very slow. Parliamentary team just keeping it within the forwards, slowly driving away. Now they free it up here. Wow, big kick. They're straight down the field.
Yogi's got it well covered at the back there.
Yep, Yogi Rogers. Oh, Philly does well. He'll need to pass it shortly. There he is, finds Barry. Barry. Now So'oialo. Oh,
And KK right in
she
on.
does well.
If you're wondering how tough this woman is, she played last year with a cracked jaw. So she's played rugby with a fractured jaw. She was playing against me. I knew she was injured, so I didn't hit her. I should have, because she scored on me. Cheeky.
Wow. So Barry, nice ball to Marnie. In the shadow there. That's with Philly. Back to Rogers. He finds Levave. Hard man to put down, Levave. Manu Samoa International. Oh, that pass looks a bit dodgy. Referee says play on. Oh, he spots it now. He's playing the advantage. Yogi Rogers with a massive forward pass. We've got Michael Woodhouse, the National MP, warming up. He's eager to get back on the field. JP Toka looks like he's coming back on for the Centurions on the wing. And it looks like Mark Mitchell is coming off. Future National Party leader.
Don't think we're going to have any more changes before election date. Anaru, come on now.
A week is a long time in politics. You never know. It's been a tough week for some of these politicians, but they're all here today. Playing on the one team. So there's a lot of staff playing in this team as well. There's the Parliamentary team make their way forward.
It's been a bit of a momentum shift. It was all going the Centurions' way, but recently it's the Parliamentarians who are now starting to get hands-on and get well.
An inside ball! Beautiful run! But the 15-metre rule comes into play. Damn, it's a shame when that happens.
I know it's supposed to, keep things level out there. We've got all types of ages and stages and abilities, so we've got to have a little couple of levelers to keep things competitive. But when you see a player in a break, you just want them to pin ears and keep going.
Okay, the Centurions now with Rogers. Rogers does well. Oh, and he holds on to the ball. Great skills by Yogi Rogers.
He was checking out his own fend and almost forgot to catch the ball.
Oh, and an intercept there. The Parliamentary team, I think you'll find, will come up with the ball. Billy Wepu. Woodhouse has come back on, rallying the troops. Short ball. Some momentum here for the Parliamentary team. It's Wepu. Passes it. Tamati Allison's been pushed back. So here we go, an opportunity for the Parliamentary to go. Nice little step by Allison. It's the new assistant coach for the Wellington Lions. Bradshaw. Big lock forward.
A little bit of honey potting going on at this ruck. You want to be spreading it out, boys.
And now it's with Wepu and Damien O'Connor. Nice little ball. As they get closer and closer, the Parliamentary team. Woodhouse is coming for him. Spreading it out wide now. Tarrant. Good defence by the Centurions, but the referee brings it back. And we've got some more special guests on the sideline as we take a break and play. Magic ready? And Ashley Bloomfield makes his way back onto the field. And we've got MP for Mana, Labour MP, Chris Whaafoy, joining us in commentary. Chris, welcome.
Kia ora everyone. Wainui Mata is looking splendid this afternoon.
It's always like this over here.
It is it?
Yeah.
Chris, tell us about the Parliamentary team. We've got Chris Bishop here as well.
Yep, Chris is here. I'm one of the co-captains of the cricket team.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we got scrubbed from the rugby team though. Cricket's our game, eh?
It is.
So it's been a tough week for the politicians. So good for the politicians to be back.
It's good to get the aggression out there on the field today, I think. Just get it out of the system. It's enough of that business. And hopefully we can just get back to good old plain old politics. So that'll be good.
Chris Bishop, why aren't you on the field today?
Cricket's my game.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
They didn't want, I think I've got the weight, but I don't think I've got the agility. I don't know. And there's some pretty classy players out there. You see old Greg O'Connor, the MP for Ohariu, has had a run. He's doing well.
Oh, looks like we've got a try.
Oh.
Has he brought him back? Oh, no.
Oh, no. Thanks, Chris Bishop, MP for Hutt South, the local MP. Oh, and we've got another guest. They're all coming now. Here we go. Jeez. Thomas Nash, one of the standouts for the Centurions at fullback, a Nobel Prize winner as well for nuclear disarmament.
Small flex there, yeah.
Wow.
So,
I might have to leave.
So Thomas, how have you found the game so far?
It's been a good game. I think a lot of people have been putting everything into it. I think Rodney is probably going about 60%. Thomas Waldron probably about 70%.
Oh, stop showing off.
Gonna need to get those percentages up if we're gonna close out the last few minutes.
And you're only going about 50%, eh, mate? Yeah. You're playing well.
I was going 100%, and as a result, my hammy has stopped working.
Got to make sure you have a good warm up. Make sure your hammies are good, and you have to say the rolling subs as well are never a good thing for hamstrings, particularly if you haven't been playing rugby for a while.
No, that's right. And I really, the one thing I said to myself before the game was, don't ping a hammy, and that's what I've done.
So jinx yourself on that one.
So thanks for joining us, Thomas Nash. An outstanding game for you so far as the Centurions come up with a Paul Fatuera.
Is that Paul Fatuera?
It's Paul Fatuera, the former Kiwi. Yeah, 14-10, the Centurions lead. Chris Farfoy is just catching up on the team now. Paul Fatuera, former Kiwi's on there.
Yeah, this is not right. I mean, look, got Mark Mitchell over here up against Paul Fatuera. What's going on?
Seems about fair, I'd say. It's about right, isn't it? What are you trying to say about Mark?
Well, has Mark played for the Kiwis?
No, but he's a future National Party leader, I tell you that.
Oh.
So here we go.
Stop it.
The Centurions, hot on the attack now. PJ Tocker. Now with Jason Eaton. Finds Wardrum. That Hurricanes connection yet again. Wardrum's toying with them. Now Philly, the MSP legend. Here we go, Stephen Bishop.
Put him down.
Ken Laban's on.
When did Uncle get out there?
Where are the gold shorts?
Ken Laban.
Fun fact about Ken Laban, that man is unable to run with his mouth
Here he is
closed.
again. He's only got one way and it's forward.
He's got some wheels.
As soon as he starts opening that mouth, look out, because he's going to be on the attack.
Oh my gosh, we've got stats too. 14-10. Come on, boys.
So Chris Farfoy, you've played a few games for the Parliamentary Rugby team.
Yeah, my apex was the 2015 Rugby Parliamentary World Cup, where I think I played all of about 7 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Not many of us have played 7 minutes at a World Cup, so good on you, I guess.
Oh, no, they're right to be. Yeah. Oh.
So how many World Cups have you?
I'll just take a wee break here.
Okay, so we've got Chris Farfoy's just...
It's on dad duty as well, so we Theo.
We've got Paul Eagles just joined us.
Kia ora. I mean, at this rate, Anaru, I might even be tempted to run on and try and sort out that last 5 points for a win.
Well, like I said, Paul, I do actually have 2 sets of boots, both for wet weather and dry weather, in the car. And I still have my shorts on and some socks. So all I need is a jersey and an opportunity. So, hello, I can come on and give you that final 5.
Well, if Ken Laban's out there.
Well, if Ken's there, I think Alice will do a whole lot better. And she's actually ready, match fit and ready, unlike Ken, who's match fit and ready for something else.
But hey, we've got Pride trials tomorrow against Manawatu,
okay.
so probably don't need to be doing anything silly.
All right, I think the Centurions they've got the scrum here. They're drawing up a play for Ken Laban. Ken Laban's in position here, looks like at first 5. We're in the centres. Keep an eye on him. Oh, that was a professional foul, surely.
Surely, where's that? Go in your pocket, mate.
Ken's not happy. He was lining up the droppy from 40 metres out.
Golden point. We're not playing league, Uncle.
Okay, Centurions hot on the attack. Oh, they can't get it back out. Wardrum has to go digging for it. Now it is there for the Centurions. Who are we picking for the next try, Eagle?
I think Ken Laban's warmed up enough to
He's in the pocket.
Skirt in and take the ball about a metre out and get that lucky try.
Now Bishop.
Oh,
Back to Wardrum. Oh, there's an opportunity here for the Centurions. A beautiful flick pass. Back on the inside. Beautiful interplay. Eaton.
Oh.
Levave. Can't put him down. Ken Laban with a big dummy.
Big dummy.
They can't bring him down either.
Oh, a no look behind the body pass.
Now this is Fatuira looking for support. JP Toka's dropped it on the left wing.
Messy.
So we've got some more changes for both sides.
So we're rolling out Greg O'Connor, MP for Ohariu. He may be 62, but it's 62 years of pure rugby, according to Greg.
Greg O'Connor, cousin of Damien. He's locking in the scrum today, and he'll be jumping for this line out here, number 4.
I hope he's a little heavier than 62 kilograms too.
So it's all about who has hops at these lineouts, because as we mentioned, no lifting.
30 on 30, all right. I've put all the subs on.
Just everybody wants to be out there today. It's a beautiful occasion, and so why not just put the entire team on?
Okay, Alice, let's go.
Right. Take your blazer off, eh?
Yeah,
put me on, coach. I'm ready.
Your blazer?
Yeah.
You only need boots, and that's it.
Yeah, I could play in my
she's
trainers.
actually taking her jacket off. She might do this.
Put us on. Come on now.
Okay, I think Alice is serious. Yep, she's serious.
I think she might be.
Hey, how many tries have I scored at this field for Wainuiomata? Too many to remember.
Okay, Alice is serious here.
She's putting the mic
actually
down.
Getting ready to go. I think, is there any speed jerseys?
Shouldn't be too difficult if Ken Laban can get on.
If Ken Laban can procure a jersey last minute, then...
So the Centurions now hot on the attack. Ken Laban will be happy. Number 19 there on your screen. Hanging out in the centres. Former captain of the Wainuiomata Rugby League team.
Famous captain.
Very famous captain. Championship winning side.
We say unofficial mayor of Wainuiomata.
Unofficial mayor.
Bloomfield. He wants to get in the action.
Ooh.
Ashley Bloomfield. I tell you what, he's built like a halfback. Now they free it out wide. The Centurions, they've got some numbers here. They're just ghosting through.
I saw a jersey with 24 on. I think that's how many players they've got out on the field. 24.
She's looking pretty crowded out there.
It's so crowded. Yes. Oh well. Every rugby game to its own.
Oh, there's some applause on the far side of the field.
They must be patting their back for time. They're shaking hands. It'd be an unusual thing to be doing after scoring a try, but who knows?
Is this quarter time or full time?
Oh, there's the whistle.
Hey, there we
And
are.
it's all over.
And rugby is the winner on the day.
No time for Alice Soper to get out on the field.
We were robbed, but have to say there was never any question that Ken Laban was going to let a Wainuiomata Invitational side lose today on his home ground. That was just never going to happen.
Okay, and we have Magic, who is sideline, and he's going to get some interviews for us, and he's lining up the water boy of the Centurions team, Greater Wellington Regional Councillor, Sky Sport commentator, and as Alice said before, the unofficial mayor of Wainuiomata, Ken Laban. So hopefully we'll get him soon. But what a game, Paul Eagle.
So huge crowd out here in Wainui. In fact, there are lots of huge crowds out here for many rugby games, and that just goes to show that rugby's in the blood out here in Wainuiomata. I've played out here a couple of times in the late 90s. That was some years ago. But even then, Ken was still the mayor, the unofficial mayor. But people love this stuff out here, and it's really good to get out and play on the field that they first played as the Parliamentary Services Rugby 15.
Okay, I think we have an interview now on the ground with Ken Laban. Oh no, we don't have him, sorry, but
That's all right.
we're hoping to get some interviews with some of the players soon, Alice.
Yeah, I'd say so. Look, I have to say, Wainuiomata, a proud rugby community, hoping to see a few of these people make their ways into the club rooms if that's time. let's put some money behind the bar, behind the food, and support local club rugby. It's been a hard year for community sport, and it's a fantastic thing to see all these people out here today. Let's put it back into the community. Like I say, had the pleasure of playing over 100 games for this club, but unfortunately not a women's team here this year, but so stoked to be back here and being a part of the activity today.
Well, one question mark on that will need to interrogate the worship Mayor of Lower Hutt for the past that went astray in the first half, and we need to call into account on that, I think. So.
Put an OIA on what happened with that pass out wide.
Well, I mean, he certainly went shy after it. I did ask him if this was harder than a Hutt City Council meeting, and he said he was no comment was the response. So he fell into mayoral no pretty quickly.
Now it's a proud Wainui local boy in the middle with magic, so we'll be throwing to him soon. That's Trevor Mallard. Lives around the corner from me. He's run touch for me for too many years. He once snuck out of a Labour Party conference to run touch for the Wainuiomata women's team. He pulled a hammy and then had to sneak on his way back. Fantastic supporter of women's rugby because his daughter, Beth Mallard, played for the Black Ferns for a number of years. Fantastic. She used to pack down, in fact, with Thomas and Scott Waldrum for the Hutt Valley back in the day. When she didn't have a women's team to play for, that's where she went. So fantastic talent. And people for a while there, they got mixed up. They thought I was his daughter. I was more than happy for people to make that mistake because, like I say, she was a Black Fern, and I haven't had that pleasure.
Okay, we're going to throw live to the ground. Magic. No, we're not quite ready. That's all right. We've got the young kids who have made the sign for Dr. Ashley Bloomfield who are coming out.
Looking for their hero. How good is that?
Okay, we're going to go live now. Magic
Ready to roll when
is
you give me the cue, guys.
with Trevor Mallard.
Kia ora. I've got the Right Honourable Trevor Mallard, the Speaker of the House, here today, and I'm pretty sure Trevor played in the first game of the Parliamentary Services rugby team back in 1995. Trevor, what a special occasion it is to be back here at William Jones Park, 25 years to the day, for the game against the
Wainui
Centurions. Yes.
Yeah, no, it is. It is very special. That was the start of what has developed into a bit of a culture for the New Zealand Parliament. We had some name players who were MPs at the time. We had Chris Laidlaw was recently ex-MP. We had Thorne. And we had Steele, both of whom had played in the backs for the All Blacks. We also had a ring-in David Kirk, who at the time was working in the Prime Minister's office. So for ordinary jokers like me, playing with them at William Jones Park was something which was really special.
But something else special happened too after the first game back in 1995, and I hear Nelson Mandela had something to do with it, which was after the World Cup in South Africa.
Yeah, Nelson Mandela invited parliaments from around the world to send teams to South Africa to have a Parliamentary World Cup tournament, which we won. But part of that deal was that we got to meet Nelson Mandela, and I tell you what, it was something very, very special. He clearly has like an aura around him, and it was just an incredible honour to spend just a few minutes with him. So that was good. Also good to bring a number of members of Parliament from across the House, different sides, everyone getting together, being part of the same team for once, which doesn't happen very often, and meeting people from other MPs from around the world, from over the tournaments, from the United Kingdom, from South Africa, from Australia, from Ireland, and France. So and Argentina. Hugo Porter played in one of the games. There were some pretty incredible rugby names got involved, but it was good again just to see today. Ken Laban put together a really good group of Centurions and included some pretty flash players there.
Before we wrap it up, there were some players that played back in 1995 that played here today. Who were they?
Well, I think there was only one in the end. It was Damien O'Connor. So Damien O'Connor, who's actually not, he doesn't look it. He looks like a young fella, but he's not that much younger than me. and he played in 1995. He's played right through as part of that team, a multiple Parliamentary World Cup winner, and you know, he's not far off his gold card, but he was out here today, and that was great.
That's excellent. That's the right honourable Trevor Ballard, the Speaker of the House, and you heard it here today at William Jones Park, 25th anniversary game of the Parliamentary Rugby Services versus the Centurions. Thank you, Trevor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Magic.
And a fun fact, both Anaru and I started our political careers in Trevor Mallard's office. So that's our work dad there.
That's right. It's good to hear from Trevor. He's done a lot for parliamentary rugby over the last 25 years, the current Speaker of the House. He's got a dodgy knee. That's why he can't play.
Okay.
So, but he was one of the original co-captains of the team alongside Murray McCulley. So both him and Murray McCulley ended up being Minister for Rugby World Cup. Two of them. Hopefully we can find some more interviews sideline.
Fantastic scenes here though. Look at the community all wrapping around. You've never seen politicians so popular.
Ken Laban looks fresh. So hopefully we'll have the water boy of the Centurions team, Ken Laban. As the two teams gather on the field. And sideline now is Magic with Ken Laban.
We've got Ken Laban here, Sky Sport commentator, Super Rugby, First 15, DHB, Wellington Village City Councillor. I don't know, what else don't you do, Ken?
Well, you know, put it like that, it's very nice to be involved, be active in the community. And as we were talking about with the team before the game, you know, there was such an eclectic mix of people who all come together because of rugby. We talked specifically before the game about Thomas Nash, who was playing fullback for the Centurions team today, who won the Nobel Peace Prize for nuclear disarmament. Obviously, Ashley Bloomfield has been the centre of attention in the lead-up to the game. There was a lovely acknowledgement for him and, of course, all of the internationals that played and really added some spectacle to the tournament. You know, it was very humbling for those of us to be involved with such a fine group of people who collectively have given a great deal to communities, not only here in New Zealand but around the world, especially those that have played at the international level.
Yeah, and it's a very special day today because 25 years ago, the inaugural game for the Parliamentary Services was played here at William Jones and Wainui-a-Mata. But, you know, they can put their differences aside for 80 minutes. We've got teams from different types of political landscapes out there today, the National and the Labour Party. So to unite them together, how special is it to keep this tradition going for future generations?
Well, politics aside, you know, people are people. You don't always have to agree with everybody to respect them. I remember a number of years ago having a run for the parliamentary team. Labour were in government and Trevor was the minister, so he didn't have much time. Murray McCulley was his equivalent in the opposition, and he was telling me that whichever one out of him and Trevor is in opposition organises the parliamentary rugby team every year. Because they were in opposition, he was doing it. And that was the day really that opened my eyes to the fact that, you know, politically they may have their differences, but, you know, like today, you can just see the power that sport and rugby.
Before we go, I was just asked by someone in the crowd, I've seen some of these names over the years, Daniel Carter, Tana Umaga,
You have to be the worst player on the team who can't make it. After Trevor and I put the team together, I worked out this is such a good team I can't even get in the starting lineup. So by the time I listed everybody in their jerseys, the only gig left was Waterboy. But it was very nice to be involved. A terrific day.
Thank you, Ken, and thank you for putting on a terrific day. The unofficial mayor of Wainui-a-Mata, Ken Laban.
Thank you, Ken Laban, for those comments. And I think that's about it. Here from William Jones Park today, the Centurions coming out on top, 14 points to 10, a fantastic game. Alice?
A fantastic day for community rugby. Like we said, a struggle for our game this year. We weren't sure if we were going to be able to get back out there, and so to have this spectacle, to have this display, to have our community turn out and put it out there on display for us all to enjoy, how fantastic. And like I say, please, if you are around the grounds, make your way into the changing room, give that money back over the bar, over the food, support local rugby, community rugby. The grassroots, that's where it's at.
And on that note, thank you to Āti Awa Toa FM for the broadcast. This is Anaru, Magic and Alice bringing you this live commentary from today's game. Pick Up the Pace podcast. Don't forget to like and subscribe as well to both of our Facebook pages. And thank you for joining us on this beautiful Wainuiamata Day.